Maybe not. No, Rick was the contrarian there. That's right.
Yeah, Rick was all over it.
We're gonna have to say his picks after every pick.
Oh, you do have him?
Yeah, I got him. I remember most of them. There he is, Mr. Sunday Night. Let's bring him in. The real reason we got rid of the data and the data. Look at him. Wow, dapper as fuck tonight. Looking good and in charge.
Wait, where's my fucking? I can't see anything.
Wow, dude. He looks fucking great.
Oh shit!
Great. The fucking die.
Hell yeah! Look at him.
Man.
Fuck yeah! It's bringing the heat.
That's big heat.
There we go. What's up, boys?
What's happening? Look at you, all damn
bringing the heat.
Wow.
What's Rick say?
I mean,
where money is, money goes, baby.
I mean, yeah. God dang. I feel severely underdressed today.
I fucking love it.
Oh, look at me. He's glowing in the dark. I love it.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
It's got that fucking hat on. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jacket.
Dapper Don over here.
No,
man. I mean, I'm like, what do we do? You know,
man wins a Hold'em tournament.
Yeah, I mean,
that's how you got to dress after you do that, baby.
Well, we can open up with that. Knots, what do you want to talk about the tournament you were in this was last weekend, right?
Yeah.
Where was that at? Tell us about it.
So it was up in Black Hawk. It's like where all our casinos are here in Colorado. And
okay.
Yeah, it was the first tourney I've gotten first place, man. So it was big for me. I've been trying to master this shit for like 2 years already. So I've been putting a lot of work into it. Felt good.
So you're doing with the poker game and the poker tour or industry. How does it start? You start small, side tournaments, and then you work your way up, or what?
I mean, I've been playing tournaments for like 15 years. I just sucked. So I learned how to actually do it now. And hey, it's working. It's a complicated game when you really want to, win.
How many guys were in the tournament?
There was 50 something, like 54 or something.
Wait, that's a nice W right there.
Yeah, man. And the one before I got a third place, so I'm working my way up slowly but
Is it winner take all, or do you get money for third place?
Nah, you get money for third place too. Okay. Not nowhere close to first, but
type.
So
what kind of hands? What kind of hands were you winning with? Like straight? What was like the best hand that you had? Like a straight flush.
I mean, shit. I had 4 like aces, quads, aces.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay.
I got lucky on a couple hands. I ain't gonna lie, but hey,
yeah, those are always good.
It's always partly luck, right?
Yeah, of course.
Once you get down to that last table. Let me guess, you was on the Niners tonight.
No, man.
No?
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think that.
I went with the Hawks.
Yeah,
Rick was the only one on the Niners or what?
Yeah, I think so.
Rick was the only one, yeah. Really?
DJ, what happened with that the footage, bro?
What's going on, guys?
What happened with the footage? What happened with the footage?
Bro, So
it says recording and the light is blinking, so we should be.
We're recording. No, the whole thing recorded yesterday. What happened was I downloaded it, put it in there, started doing stuff, and the first clip I took was the Thursday night clip, and when I went to download the next clip, it loads as the same file name save. So you can hit enter. You can hit enter twice. If you hit enter twice, you're going to overwrite the last file. The last file was the fucking Zoom show. Now, the problem was normally I can go back into Zoom and get it. Well, I fucking ADD, I delete everything right away because I want it out of there because I want to save money. I don't want storage to rack up, blah, blah. Well, I just got rid of it. So from now on, new learning experience. We're not deleting the footage from Zoom until the show's up. And even then, I'm deleting it and letting it go to trash. And it's going to sit there for 30 days, and then it'll get deleted. So, we've got precautions in place now, right? It's the IT 101 here. It's like fucking, you got to go through hell, ransomware attack or whatever to get the budget for the security strategy, So that's where we're at. Okay, let's go right into Saturday. Saturday, there's 3 games. We'll go to the first one here. We've got the Vikings versus the Colts. We'll start with Knots here. Knots, what do you got in this one as this is the first game of the Saturday slate?
Tough spot because what I want to do is I want to fade the Vikes, but Kirk Cousins, I think like top 3 best quarterbacks off a loss. So stepping in front of him off a loss, not something I want to do. Especially, I mean, they got embarrassed pretty bad last week. But I mean, got the Colts coming off the bye, coming off that shit show against the boys where they were in the game, and then fourth quarter, I don't know what the hell happened. Ended up like what the boys put up like 54 points or something.
Yeah, it was brutal. It was like, I don't know, I can't remember what it was, but it was a shit ton, and yeah, it was brutal.
So the question here is, does Jeff Saturday keep? Was that like? Did he have those 2 games, and then that shitting of the bed? Does that continue, or do they bounce back here? It feels like a bounce back spot. They got the rest advantage. I want to fade the Vikes. I've been fading the Vikes. You know, it's just a team that their statistical profile doesn't match their record, and I've just been expecting the downward movement from them. Lean would be the Colts here, but probably not something I'm gonna play just for the fact I don't want to fade Kurt off the L.
And it's a noon game. That's his slot.
That's his spot for sure.
He does like the noon spot. Let's go to Eddie, then we'll go over to Chris.
Yeah, I like the Vikings -4. It may get tight, maybe a backdoor cover, but I think the Vikes, bounce back after the Lions loss. They definitely want to win the division, and they want to get some momentum heading into the playoffs. So this is a must-win for them, especially at home.
Ireland, where are you going here?
I'm also on the Vikings. I think this is going to be a real tight game, actually, though, because of the rest factor for Indy. But I think Minnesota is going to have some sort of a turnover or something crazy happen for them, and they're going to get the win.
Yeah, I've got written down here Vikings, and I was really one of the only ones that wanted something on an alternate line here. I like the Vikings to win by more than that. I think 10 here. I think Cousins shines early, and everybody is hopping and rolling in mini here, and Rick too in alliance with the Vikings. So pretty much a consensus bet, not a lean, but we can probably star that one as a Saturday consensus. All right, let's move on to the next one. We've got the Ravens. All right, next game on the slot. We've got the Ravens versus the Browns here. We've got game 2 for Deshaun Watson and company. And we'll go in reverse order here. We'll start with we'll go with Knots this time here. And then Ireland, then myself, then Eddie.
Official play. I'm on the Browns minus the 2 and a hook. I watched Deshaun last week. I was on the Browns last week, and I still feel it was the right side. They fucked up and put their foot in their mouth 3 times, and the Bengals scored a TD each one of those times. So, but I like what I'm seeing out of Watson. I like that Browns defense here in this spot. Browns, baby.
All right, Chris, what do you have here?
Yeah, I'm also on the Browns. Yeah.
Okay.
So I forgot to say, Huntley is in concussion protocol now too. So
he is
a third stringer out here.
Yeah,
not a good thing against this.
And like Nat said, they got a good defense. So I like the 2.5. Rick, I think what didn't Rick say something about he liked Harbaugh? Harbaugh is something. What was his stat there? Can't fade Harbaugh in this spot. Coach Harbaugh is 18-6 against the spread as an interdivisional dog. 18-6 as an interdivisional dog. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm on the Browns as well. Previously, I thought the Ravens might do something, but they ain't got no quarterback. And it's like the Browns, this is a good spot for Watson to show off his skills too. So I'm on the Browns.
Yeah, this is a game for me that I just got a strong lean to. I had the over yesterday. Now I'm going to the under. I heard a telling tale from somebody today. Start to follow the line and read the line, Dave. Don't try to be a contrarian when a number is this low. Something I've seen this year is that when you've got numbers in 54 and 55, they're tending to hit over, and these 37 games that you guys are always going under on are hitting. I'm trying to be, cool, and it's happened one time. So I'm gonna go under here. With this obviously you made a great point there. Huntley being out, I think the Browns run the ball a lot. Brown play here. Next game here. This is a game that was talked about quite a bit. It's a Saturday night showdown here. Buffalo, a lot of snow. Apparently, there's going to be a lot of weather up there. Revenge spot. I'll go to Ireland here. He had a lot to say about this yesterday. Loved all those points.
My number one point is it's a revenge spot. Buffalo. They should have won that game down there in Miami. They were obviously fucking heat stroke and all that shit. They were gassed. So I think they're gonna love Miami coming up to their spot with the temperatures like 28 degrees or some shit, shitty weather, rain, snow. And then you also got to think Tua grew up in Hawaii, played in Alabama. I think I heard a stat. He's never started a game under 38 degrees. This is going to be 10 degrees lower than that. And it's going to be cold as fuck. He played like shit last week. I mean, his quarterback rating was like 24 or something like that. It was, garbage. So I can't expect them at their third road game to go up to Buffalo and do anything, really. I think Buffalo's going to shut them out.
Okay, Eddie?
I'm definitely going to be rooting for the Dolphins, but I think the Bills roll here. Revenge game, like C.I. said. 7.5 seems a lot, seems like a lot, but the Bills definitely win this game.
Rick likes the Bills as well. He talked about the Bills losing they lost to the Dolphins, Miami, same thing, 88-degree weather. They wanted heaters at SoFi Stadium. Apparently, it was 59 degrees. This is nonsense. Knots, what do you got?
So the Bills have owned the fish for quite a while, and yeah, they stole out that dub last time, and I get it, revenge spot. Horrible scheduling spot for the Fins. I mean, third road game, as CI just said, in the cold, warm team in the cold. Everything here just screams you want to take Buffalo. But I look at Buffalo, and I mean, they're 4-1 straight up in their last 5, and they've only covered a spread once, and that was a -3 and a hook. I mean, to me, it's a team that's just overvalued in the markets. Mr. DK, he don't cover spreads, man. I mean, last week, they just seem to find a way to shit the bed and not cover these spreads. Like, I do think Buffalo wins this game, but I think this line's too high. You can give me the 7 and a hook, I'm taking the fish. I think Buffalo may win it by a touchdown. Fish get the cover.
Yeah, I had it at 7.5, now to 7. I don't see it going too many other places there. I'm just going with Miami for every reason other than their narrative's too easy. It's too cold. It's this. It's that. You're going to hear a lot this week about must wins, right? They got a must win game. They got to win. They got to win. Not all of them are going to win or cover, but Dolphins, I think, play real tough here. They got to play tough. And I think they show up to play this week and cover that 7. That's a lot. All right, next game. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, you're talking about this week in a lot of games. Teams got to win. Seattle just fucking shit the bed.
Yeah, so. Exactly.
Yeah, the must win is usually a fake. Must win don't mean they're going to win.
Yeah, and the books know that, right? Yeah. The books know that. And I'm a little concerned here, like this, And that's where it might get reversed and fucked up, where people take the Bills and then they lean to some of those heavier favorites. But I don't know. We'll see.
We talked about it in the last spot. What do the Fins do? When they lose again. And then if you go look at it, the game after that, they come for that ass. So I expect a way better performance out the Dolphins here. And I talked about it too last week. They were in Cali for a week. What do you think they were doing? You said they were on a beach. I think they were at the strip club snoring rails off a stripper's butt.
Well, yeah, yes. Well, I said they started at they start on the beach, have some high noons, then you go get some pizza, some tacos, and then you go to the club. I mean, they were just on the beach.
Started on the beach, ended up on a bitch.
That's right. Yeah. There's another T-shirt. Jesus, I love it. All right, we're probably going to go through this game pretty quickly because probably the ugliest game on the card this week. Atlanta Falcons visiting the New Orleans Saints with Red Rocket at the helm here. I don't know who's playing quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. I went first on the board here last night for this game. I'll go first again here. I'm on the Saints because I have no clue why I should take the Falcons. And I do like the Saints defense. So that's where I'm at. And then Rick has the Falcons down here as well.
I'm on Atlanta for this one. I 4.5 for fucking Dalton. I mean, they're not scoring points either. I mean, this is a shit game. I mean, I'm not going to play it, but I'm going to take Atlanta and the 4.5 for sure. It's through the 3. Give me it.
Eddie.
I'm with CI. I'm probably not going to play this game either, but Falcons 4.5. I mean, the Saints, they got to show me more, you know. But Falcons plus 4.5. I like that.
Not something tells me we're going to end the way we started this one. What do you got here?
Well, you guys remember in week 6, you know, what were the Falcons? 6-0 ATS. And I told you I'm gonna start fading them. And since then, they've been absolute fade. I mean, 1-4 ATS in their last 5. They're benching Mariota, putting in some nobody up against a good Saints defense coming off a really demoralizing loss. I mean, I don't know how they let that one go to Brady. But the Saints they're just gonna outclass these guys here. It's just that simple. I mean, it's matchup wise, there's too many matchups that favor the Saints here. I think they're gonna demolish the Hawks right here. I mean, or the Falcons. My bad. I think it's a wire cover from the Saints. I don't think the Falcons put up. I don't think they get over 10 points here.
The consensus from a spread perspective had me looking a little bit at the possibly playing New Orleans just because the public loved Atlanta, and I mean it just kind of looks that way now.
Public dog.
Yeah,
better run some notes. They always got Parvo.
Okay, we ran through that one because it was the ugliest game of the week. Next one, Lions versus Jets here. I'll just start here. Here, I like the over in this one. We'll go to Chris and then Eddie and then Knots. And we can end with Rick's pick.
Okay. I'm going to fade the trend that the Detroit Lions are on right now, and that's just covering everything. I mean, they're covering the spreads, they're winning the games, they're playing hot right now, and I just think they're coming up against a defense that is they haven't really seen yet, or at least in the past couple during their win streaks. And I mean, with Wilson hurt, I mean White hurt, he's got the ribs, he's gonna go, but I mean he gets hit. You know, Hutchinson comes around the corner, boom, pops him. He's out, and now Wilson's back in the game. He thinks he's the best quarterback on that team anyway.
I don't think he's playing. I think it's Flacco. I think you're getting Joe Wacko next.
Oh, you think they're gonna? Oh, really?
I think that's the next up. The last I read, that was what I heard. That was that was Tuesday.
I just thought that angle could help against. I like that angle, but hey, whatever. I'm on the Jets. I mean, I'll either take the money line or the points, whatever has the better, where the better odds are. You know.
Yeah, Rick. He was on the Jets and the Undy here as well. We'll go to Eddie and then Knots.
I like the Jets as well. You know, they played the Bills pretty hard. They won some tough games. They ran up some points. Man, Jets at home.
Crazy lucky cover by the Jets last week. And, you know, they won the box score. You know me, I love playing teams that lost the game and won the box score. Mike White, he can't get it in the box, man. He can move it from the 20 to the 20 with no problem. And then the Lions, who wants the Lions coming off this, you know, just smashing their divisional opponent, the Vikings? I mean, and I've said this before. I know I was wrong on Turkey Day. I don't want Goff against these good defenses. I mean, that Jets defense is real. They'd be blowing up the line of scrimmage like their front seven's insane. I think Goff's going to have a long night.
And they got good cover corners.
I love the Jets here, and I don't really care who's under center. I just like them because they're defense, and I think you maybe play the Lions team total under here.
All right.
I think it's going to be a dogfight. It ain't going to be no shootout for sure.
No shootout. But I think Lions. This is what I was trying to say earlier. I think Lions fall big time flat here, in this one. And then Eddie, you were on the Jets as well. You said cool off. for the Lions.
Under.
All right, perfect. Let's go back to Eddie here and lead with this one. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Houston Texans. Eddie, what do you got in this one? Line 14 and a half, some spots. You can get a 13 and a half out there. It's been flashing, but what do you got there?
My jam soul, man. 14 and a half. Texas plus 14 and a half. They're out in H-Town, you know, so I think that Texans played the Cowboys pretty hard too. So, you know, let's see if they can cover 2 in a row. You know, the Chiefs traditionally never cover, so it's a lot of points, 14 and a half. But I was there at the game when they played the Rams or whatever. And, man, that shit was right at 16, 26-10. The line was 15 and a half. So, man, I know Mahomes can get it done, but we'll see. I'm rolling with Texas.
How about that?
14 and a half.
How about that pass he had? Was it last week? He was running the sidelines. He just kind of like did a little thing with it.
Yeah.
Look at it.
The thing is that could have been a tragedy too. I mean,
for sure, but it hit the guy right in the hands. It hit the guy right in the hands. I mean,
everything Mahomes does, you say it could have been a tragedy, but he just does it over and over.
Yeah,
it's just his style, man. It is what it is. But I think this game, I don't mind laying the points in this fucking game. I think the public is going to be like Houston did it last week. They're going to do it this week. They're going to be all over it, and it's just going to be a fucking blowout. I think Kansas, Andy Reid and Bellamy, or I forgot his name. They're gonna dial it up, dude, and they're just gonna take it to town on Lovey. This defense is not that good. I don't, unless there's a backdoor cover. I just don't see the Houston being able to cover this game.
Yeah, I'm with you on that as well. I'll be quick here, then we'll go to nuts. Houston blew their nut last week in what was their Super Bowl. Normally, I would go with them in this spot, but I got to go with KC in one blowout here, right? And this has got to be it. The blow your load special. As a matter of fact, this is going to be the new one. New segment. Get your hard hat on because there's going to be cum everywhere. Get your hard hat on. I see cum everywhere. Just like Dion said, hey, we're coming. KC is coming for Houston's ass. And Houston is fucked.
Coming on Houston's ass.
They're coming on Houston's ass. A lot of construction going on. The interest rates going up. Going to be a lot of remodeling. Take Kansas City. They are running away with this one before the interest rates get too high. And then from here on out, yes, you can fade Kansas City because now they're just focused on the playoffs and trying to get into the Super Bowl. My hard hat play of the week. Nuts. You what do you got here, man? Break the tie or make us all look like fucking idiots here. What do you got?
Well, it's a tough one because you do want, like, who wants to lay 14 with the Queefs? I mean, they just, I don't care who they're playing. Like, look what they did last week, up 27-0, and they let the Broncos get back in it. I mean, but if that didn't happen, I would like them here if they blew the Broncos out. I would like Houston. But the fact that happened last week is concerning to me because you would imagine that they would be a lot more focused here in this spot. But Houston, like, yeah, the boys were completely flat, but let's still give them their flowers, man. Like, they played a good game. I watched a lot of that game. I liked what they were doing, kind of throwing in Driscoll and D Mills, kind of mixing them up like the Saints used to do with Hill and what's his name, Seaman.
Yeah. Well, you're
right.
right.
I mean, they were moving the ball good. I mean, that's a really good defense they're playing. The Queens ain't got a defense like that.
No.
I can't lay 14 with the Chiefs. This is an easy stay away game for me. I don't know how motivated the Chiefs are going to be. I mean, I listened to everything after the game on that last spot. I mean, they just sounded happy that they got the win. Tough spot, man. Easy stay away for me, but I'd lean towards taking the points with the Texans.
The NFL is so weird this year that in years past, you can say that parity has covered most of this, right? And these are pretty easy kind of lean games, but you're right. We're sort of seeing this kind of easier to predict, laissez-faire kind of go about it. Like, let's just get out of here. But I think Andy Reid, he's got to be saying, let's try and do something. Let's practice. I mean, I'm hoping we see something. I mean, I'd love to see it, but maybe that's not what's there. Rick loves KC in a blowout as well. Let's move on here to another phenomenal game. The last time these two teams played, they were in Chicago, and the Bears were being eliminated from the playoffs in what everybody thought was going to be somewhat of a magical run. I don't know why it wasn't. It was disaster ever since then. Eagles versus the Bears in Chicago. I'll start. It's my jam so lock of the week. I don't necessarily think that they're going to catch the Eagles sleeping here. I think this is an Eagles team that you can ride. But I've been saying this for 5 or 6 weeks now, so I can't go the other way now. Bears money line upset of the week. I think Justin Fields, straps his team on his back, wants to go up against Jalen. The Eagles, what's the motivation to really blow the Bears out? I don't know. There might be something I'm missing. And again, I need to get those wins for that over. We'll start with Knots. What do you got?
So this is not the Eagles' role. Ever since Hurts has been an Eagle, when he has the Cowboys on deck, he is, I think it's 0-5 straight up, 0-5 ATS. They are definitely looking ahead. It's a divisional sandwich spot. I mean, they just blew out the G-men. I mean, completely blew them out wire to wire. And then they got a huge game against the boys on deck. Also, it's not their out of division on the road. Eagles. Not their role. It's just, and this is exactly where I want the Bears. I want the Bears catching points right here. I mean,
at home,
I don't think they win the game, but I think they definitely cover. Give me the Bears.
Ireland, Eddie, we've seen enough Bears games here locally where this is going to be high scoring. I'm predicting 34-33. Justin Fields pylon jump, soar. Everybody's the field's just torn up to shit. Everyone's got fucking dirt. The Eagles jerseys are somehow pink. There's no pink on the field, but we're matching fucking colors. I don't know. What do you got here?
Yeah, I agree with everything Nat said. Basically, there's not really much else to say for this fucking game. I mean, Philly's going to win this game, but this is a lot of points, I think. And Chicago there'll probably be a backdoor cover.
You think Philly wins this game because it's going to be a shit, or because they have the better defense and the Bears offense is going to sputter out on those 3rd and 4, 3rd and 6s, or maybe they're going to be in those 3rd and 13s where Justin can't scramble long enough to get the first downs? Is it the Eagles defense? Because if this is a shootout, this is a 50-50 game.
Yeah, I think it's definitely got to be the Eagles defense. I mean, people don't rate the Bears offensive line. And this is the best. Isn't this one of the best defensive lines in the league, if not the best? I mean, maybe San Francisco, but this is going to be Philly defense. Philly's going to be, like you said, long third and long, probably a turnover. It's just going to be, like I said, backdoor cover. Justin Fields isn't going to quit, and Philly's going to have a big lead, and then
relax.
Fields touchdown to cover the fucking 9.
All right, Eddie, same thing.
Definitely rolling with the Bears +9. At home dog. We got to represent for home, and we all remember that double doink. Cody Parkey, that motherfucker. Damn, that was a tough loss, man. That was a tough night. Never forget.
Is there anybody on the team still with?
I'm sure. I was just thinking about that, Chris. I'm sure there's a couple, but I was just thinking it's not like Justin Fields was at home watching that game. I mean, this
doesn't give a fuck.
This is not a revenge spot. It's a revenge spot for fans, and quite honestly,
yeah,
that team that was here, even on the Eagles side, you had a Carson Wentz who was injured, a totally different coach. You had ex-Bears quarterback, what's his name, Slapdick with the glove, who fucking sucked here.
Big Dick Nick.
Yeah, no, I like Nick. He was a good guy. Never met him, but he's a good guy. He did get that Super Bowl. Okay, great. So there we go. Good luck, Bears. Next game, Panthers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This game is very interesting in the fact that for some fucking reason or another, they think the Carolina Panthers are a team to just roll and destroy teams. But give me Pittsburgh here and the under. I do like the under here. Again, another game where this line, I'm not going to overthink it. Normally, I try to be some smart guy and go over here. I love the under here. Chris, what do you got?
All right, so this game I'm taking Pittsburgh as well. I think that I mean the line's 2.5, so it's just like like the home field advantage, isn't that what that means? It's less than 3. It's
There are
usually just
three.
Yeah, usually it's a 3, and usually it's 3. Open to
so
plus
it's
3,
2.5. So I mean,
Yeah.
I think everybody's gonna like Carolina in this spot, considering Pickett is hurt and whatever and blah blah blah. But this is Sam Darnold. Like Pittsburgh's defense has been playing fucking tits recently, man. I mean, I think they're averaging like 16 points a fucking game in the last 4 games, something like that, dude. They're killing it on defense, and I just like the way they're playing on D against Darnold, who's fucking sucks. I don't care what he did last week or what, none of that shit. Don't matter.
Right now, just so you know, for news for notes, that did shift overnight. I mean, now Pittsburgh now is the popular pick as Carolina now going against
really?
the public. So watch that as we head into Sunday. Knots, then Eddie, and then I'll give Rick's pick.
Yeah, Panthers cashed me my 20-piece last week. It's a team I've been wanting to ride. I like what I'm seeing. I mean, defensively, they're playing great. Darnold's doing just enough offensively to, well, I mean, last week they slayed them. Pittsburgh, tough loss last week. Close loss. They were -3 on turnovers. Why? Because good old Truby came in. I'm not putting.
He
my
was
money
so
on
bad.
this.
Did you see that?
God,
Oh my God.
There's
Comes in
already
and does
talk.
exactly what he does.
There's already talk that the wide receiver group wants the other guy. What's his name? The guy fucking sucks too.
Oh, Rippin or no,
Maddox. I think it's Maddox.
Tommy?
No. Mason Rudolph. Sorry, Mason Rudolph.
Oh, okay.
Damn, I just went back like 12 years with Maddox.
Yeah, you did, man. That was freaked me out.
No, Rudolph. They're already talking about they want Rudolph. They don't want Trubisky.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, I mean, I saw that today. We did our picks yesterday, but fucking, I don't know. Maybe I guess I'm staying away, I guess.
Eddie?
But to me,
I'm not playing this game.
You said it's easy nuts?
Yeah, what'd you say?
No,
man?
that's not easy. I'm just saying. I mean, the Panthers are a bet on team right now, and the Steelers ain't.
Yeah.
The Steelers are going this way. Panthers are going this way.
And Eddie, I do have
a knife.
I do have written down here though for you, Eddie. Eddie said, I'm gonna continue ride the train and go with the Panthers. They're hot. I'm gonna ride it where most people would quote fade it. That's what you have here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what I'm thinking too. I'm with Knots. I mean, last week, the Panthers, handle business, and why wouldn't they, continue to handle business?
Yeah, but they
The
didn't.
Steelers
They
are tough.
didn't. They almost let him back in the game, right? Didn't Darnold have like a pick or something, or there was some like crazy shit at the end,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I did not watch that game, and I watched no recap. Rick is on
I thought
Pittsburgh.
Darnold would let him back in, but anyways, go ahead.
Rick,
It was a wire to wire.
Rick on Pittsburgh +3 and the under as well, 37.5. Let's go to the next game here. A tough game for some. A lot on either side. Cases for both. Dallas versus Jacksonville. This one in Jacksonville. You're catching another home dog here. This one was at 4. I'll start again here. This was on Dallas yesterday, and I was on Jacksonville this morning. But I'm going back to Dallas in a weird kind of, they have the weapons to do this. Jacksonville is always in a game. I'm so torn. I don't know if I put money here, but apparently, and I think this stat came from Rick, the Jags are 0-17 ATS against their last 17 NFC opponents. Rick also on Dallas -4. We'll go Eddie. CI, Knots, what do you got?
I like the Cowboys. Well, I like the Cowboys. I think that they are backs against the wall. They gotta win out. They gotta win these games. So I'm rolling with the Cowboys. It made this that 4.5, 4. That's always tricky. It may end up maybe in a field goal game at the end or whatever. But
well, and keep in mind, this game opened at 6, so now at 4.5. There's really only one way to go if you liked, if you liked the Cowboys. I mean,
yeah,
now you take them. But this is a game where I'm a little concerned on the spread side where we're just getting to that 90% mark. And this may be one that we're confirming with people of what we're looking at on Sunday. I'm gonna go with the public here. Dallas -4, only 10% right now. So I like that.
Yeah, this is a game that I spent a lot of time on. I really was going back and forth like you, Dave. I really didn't know what to do until I heard Rick's stat 0-17 against NFC opponents. With Jacksonville, for me at least personally, I'm always on the wrong side of fucking Jacksonville. The last like 3 weeks, I've been on the wrong fucking side. I can't figure them out. And Lawrence, I saw a stat on Twitter. Somebody had a graph of like quarterback efficiency over the last like 6 weeks or something. And Lawrence is at the top of the crop right there, man. I mean, he's playing well right now. So this game fucking scares the shit out of me. I don't really know which way to go, but I'm probably like Dave said, it was 6.5, now it's 4.5. I like Rick's stat 0-17 against NFC opponents. I'm gonna have to go Dallas here, but I'm scares the shit out of me.
Now that's what you got.
It's a typical square matrix. I mean, what we all see last week, the boys struggled against the low-life Houston Texans, and then the Jags 187 the Titans, which I don't think it's that big of a deal. I've been saying the Titans ain't that good. I mean, they're all injured. I've been betting the Jags, I mean, almost all season, and it's I think I'm about 50% clip on it, not doing too great. But it's the Jags coming home off 2 road games, just like NBA. I don't like a team off a long road trip coming back to the house. My concern and why this will not be an official play is because the boys got the Eagles on deck. And I mean, they got to be somewhat looking ahead to that. After that Houston game, I didn't really like what I was hearing. They were all just kind of like, oh, well, it was an ugly game, but we got the win. Didn't matter. Not really a team I want to lay points with. Easy stay away, but I would lean the boys. I mean, it's a buy low number for the boys. That's that number. Yeah.
Wow.
I'd lean the boys.
I like it. Oh, wow. No, that means it's a new segment, and that involves Jacksonville Jaguars. We have a trivia question. Whoever gets this trivia question relatively correct or closest is going to receive a $20 gift card to Jolly Mac Coffee. So good luck, folks. Here we go. They have made 8 playoff appearances and have won the AFC South Division title 3 times. That is the Jacksonville Jaguars. They have won it in 1998 and 2017. Can you name the 3rd year? We'll start with Ireland.
What you said, 98, and what was the second one?
2017. Can you name the 3rd year that they won the AFC South Division title? They've appeared in the AFC Championship game twice, by the way.
I'm gonna guess it was with
2017.
Fred Taylor at some point. I'm gonna guess it had to be with Fred Taylor, right? That's what I'm
And they have not won a Super Bowl. Again, it's supposed to be
So,
kind of
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go quick. Relax.
you're fine. Yeah,
2002.
Okay, Eddie, what do you got?
93.
And then Knots, what do you have?
I want to say it was like, was it 2014? It was when they went to the NFC Championship with Blake Bortles.
2014. No, we've got a winner here though. We've got a winner. Nope, no. Chris Ireland's the closest with 2002. The year is 1999. Prince, AFC division title 3 times, 98, 99, and 2017. Congratulations, Chris. You've won yourself a $20 gift.
Hello.
That's
some shit right there. Okay.
Trying new things. Look
Thanks
at
for our
that.
sponsor, Jolly Mac.
You just got to roll with the fucking punches, right, man? Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah, good
Fred
luck.
Taylor, man, underrated motherfucker. Is he in the Hall of Fame yet? Because he should be.
Close game though, man. Everything screams Jacksonville now that I think Eagles. But does that game matter as much because the Eagles have that division wrapped up, right?
Yeah, 12-1. No, wrapped up. Let's see. I don't know, but they're 12-1. I mean, even if they lose against the Bears, I don't think it fucking matters because Dallas is 10-3.
Yeah, I'm just thinking
But
from
then the Dallas
Dallas'
could beat them next week.
perspective.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, I would be interested, and this is again off record, to see Sal's line in this game and if it's really off whack or kilter, because I have a feeling if Dallas is really going to do what they're supposed to do in this situation, it should be more like 6.5 for 7, right? All right, let's go to Cardinals Broncos. This is the next game. We'll lead with Mr. Dots here and his dapper outfit. When you win a poker tournament, you're allowed to wear whatever the hell you want. When you lose and you're a piece of shit like me, don't say that. I'm a millionaire. Mindset. You look like this. Anyways, Rick loves Arizona. I'm on the over 36.5. This is actually one of those, I just told you all show. Go where the line's going. Go where the line's going. I'm switching it. I'm going under here. Who the hell is even playing quarterback for the Broncos? Who's playing? You know what? I love Arizona and McCoy. I think McCoy and that freaking plan of attack that they could have had against New England could have worked. It didn't. I think Arizona is not getting love here. I'll go with the under here. Ireland, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm on the under with any fucking Broncos game for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I know. Good. You're winning. Eddie and the Knots.
I like that Cardinals team total under. I'm trying to see what it's at.
Yeah, that Denver D is
Knots.
fucking
Or Eddie, you have Cardinals. You liked McCoy, and you lean to the OV yesterday.
Yep.
Okay, Knots. What do you got?
I'd have to lean to the over too here, but my concern with playing the under here is we got Rippon going for the Broncos. Okay, dude sucks.
Yeah.
And we got McCoy, old ass behind that O line. That's complete lunch meat. I could see a lot of turnovers in this game, a lot of short fields. I think we could see some points. These are two teams like that. This game comes down to who fucks up the least wins the game, right? I mean, as a dude who live bet the Cardinals last week at +6.5 and just fucking fuck Barry, man. Oh my God. What are you doing going for it on that fourth down against Bill Belichick? Like
16-3. That's what the score could have been. 16-3.
16-3. That's all.
Or no,
different game.
Or was it 16-7?
Yeah,
Whatever. Yeah,
no,
either way, it was a completely different game. They're up by they need 2 scores. Yeah. So they still need 2 scores to be up on, it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
The NFL coaching is horrendous. You're seeing a lot of prevent defenses when there shouldn't be prevent defenses. We saw it last week with the Rams and who were they playing? I'm having a fart here, but they gave the Rams, the whole game. What were you trying to confuse them coming out and playing prevent when you should have been playing press coverage? I mean, why would you do that? You shouldn't be giving guy like Baker Mayfield passes over the middle for him to complete. New England versus the Las Vegas Raiders here.
This one is this simple. McDaniels has to go play against his happy.
No, I'm sorry. I said that yesterday on the show. I was the only one who said it too.
Bill is coming for that ass here. He is coming for that ass. He's no way he's gonna let little McDaniels.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's my notes right there. The pupil is fucked. I mean, there's just no way. Like Bill's gonna fucking school him. He's gonna fuck with him.
Bill has been, which is partly why I faded the Pats last week, because I know Bill's thinking about this game, and he's been, I guarantee you, he's been drawing up a plan here. He's gonna ram his foot up little McDaniel's butthole, man. It's not gonna be pretty. I don't think.
I'm gonna stick with the Raiders. I'm gonna go contrarian here. I'm gonna think he knows something about Bill, and we see it. And I think we see a smirk out of him. I don't know.
Every time I think I know something about Bill, I'm completely wrong, man.
New England is fugazi as fuck, though, man. They're not good, dude.
Well, no, the defense is real.
Defense is good, yeah.
No.
The Mac Jones. I mean, yeah, he's completely took a turn downhill since last season. But
I have a question though. McCourty, is he playing? Do we know if he's playing? Is he their number 1 corner? Like, who's going to cover Devontae?
I'll look it up. Hold on.
because he got hurt. He had to come out of the game. Did he go back in the game? I don't remember.
Yeah, and then Eddie, of course, you were on the Patriots as well. Okay, let's head over to the Titans and the Chargers here. We'll start with CI this time. We'll go Eddie, and then we can read Rick's pick last with me, and then we'll go to Knots. So CI Eddie Knots.
So I think this is another one of those desperation games for Tennessee. And I like them to control the ball, use Henry a lot in this game. Yeah, I mean, I like the Chargers they never die. Like they don't go away. Herbert's a fucking stud, but I think this is going to be a really close game. I like the under. I think it's going to be a close game, but I'm gonna take the points for Tennessee.
I got to roll with the Chargers here, man. The Chargers are nice. Go ahead. They definitely got to keep winning. They got to make a run for the playoffs. And a lot of these teams are really that are on the bubble. They're really concentrating on this playoffs. I mean, Titans are doing the same thing, but they're not tough. Like Nas says, man, the Titans, man, they're not that good. It's not that good.
Knots, what do you got here?
Y'all know me. I like the Chargers as dogs. I don't want to lay points with the Chargers. I don't think them laying points this season. I may be wrong, but I think they've only covered one time.
Yeah, it's not very good.
And the Titans are on an L3. Chargers coming off the big Sunday night win. I don't like this spot for the Chargers, and it feels like a get right spot for Tennessee. I mean, it's crazy that Chargers defense, that's all second stringers, and they took a shit on Tua last week, but yeah, I don't think Vrabel is going to let that happen here. I think Henry has a huge game. They were -4 on turnovers in that last spot against the Jags.
And he was
for that could have been a much closer game, which is still ended out pretty close of a game. They made a comeback. They fought. Yeah, I like the Titans plus here.
Vrabel.
You guys hear that?
Get the Jam Soul Studios.
That's it. This is an alert. This is an alert alternative alternate alert line. We got an alternate alert line here. Don't overthink it. Tennessee rolls by 10 plus. Book it plus 225. All right, we're in Ireland. What were you going to say there?
That Vrabel has been basically saying in all these interviews that I've seen, at least, that they need to turn the ball over more. They need turnovers and shit. But I also want to say that to Knotz's point, the Chargers, when they are favored between a half point and 6.5 points, and they're at home, they're 1-3.
Ooh.
So they're not. This is not their spot, as Knotts likes to say.
All right, I got another one here. I got another call coming in hot. R&R Maintenance. This is brought to you by R&R. Titans money line dog of the week. Rick plus 135.
Okay.
A lot of action in this game. Jesus, this game. I mean, what else is next? Knots. We already went to you.
All them noises back there, bro. That's
Eddie.
The football God's telling us don't bet the Titans.
Eddie, I'm telling you. I'm loving it. I'm loving
the
it.
Chargers. I like the Chargers to win.
Eddie
I
like
think it'll
the
probably
Chargers.
be a field goal game. I think it's 3-4 points. Chargers.
All right, the next game here, another tough one. If you're just looking at it, and without doing any research here, it's a lot of shit going on here with Mr. Joe Cool and the Cincinnati Bengals going into Tampa Bay. I'm gonna be real simple here, just as simple as Knott's was with the Dallas game. Excuse me, the Vegas game and the New England game. I'm taking Tampa Bay at home, better defense, dog at home. Already booked it at plus 3.5. CI, what do you got?
Yeah, I like Tampa Bay in this game too. Just like the Detroit shit, all the trends are fucking for Cincinnati right now. Cincinnati's hot. People think that they're like, the most complete team in the AFC. Blah blah. Joe Cool, and I backed Joe Cool last week, and he definitely got me the dub there. But this week going down to Tampa Bay laid a fucking egg last week, and if they're gonna do anything and make a run for the playoffs, I mean, the division fucking sucks, but Carolina's right on their ass. New Orleans, who knows what they can do? They got to win this fucking game. They got to get right, and I expect them to win this game against this fucking great team in Cincinnati, who's going to be a team to reckon with in the AFC playoffs. But Tampa Bay is going to beat this team and start a run. They got 3 easy opponents coming up. This is going to be their launching pad.
Eddie, and then we're gonna go to Knott's, and then I'll end with Rick's pick. And we got big news from the Rick pick side. Go ahead, Eddie.
I like Bucks plus 3.5. You know, this is a game that the Bucks really need to win. You know, everybody's fighting for the playoffs. The Bengals won a few games in a row. I like the over as well, over 43.5.
All right.
Bucks
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, you said over?
Yep.
All right, Knott's, what do you got?
I keep betting the Bucks, and I don't know if I could do it this week. I mean, the Bengals are just kind of a one-way team, man. I mean, it's hard for me to fade them at this point. I think they're the most complete team in the AFC. I get it. The Bucks need this one. I mean, I think just the way my brain is wired, whenever I see Brady catching points, I just want to jump on it. The world will be on the Bengals here. And, you know, the world may be right. The way Brady looked last week, it was just, oh, God. It was.
Yeah. Like I was saying, I mean, he can't move.
To build a little bit off of that 3-minute comeback the week before. Yeah, you didn't do that. And the Bucks at home, horrible. I mean, what are they? 1-5, I think.
Yeah, not good.
Not their role.
Not good at all.
Easy stay away game, just for the fact that, you know, we might see some little Vegas special magic in this one. This will probably be the most public side of the week. I never like being on those, but I'm not putting my money on the Bucks again.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, this is we had that discussion probably 3-4 weeks ago. Continue to ride them. I'm actually in the next game coming up. I'll explain to you why I'm finally leaving a team that I've been playing all week, including yesterday. Kathy, we know who she loves.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady! Tom! It's Tommy!
I like her little narrative the other day. She said he's losing these games on purpose, so because that's the only thing he hasn't done.
Oh yeah, God, what was that fucking?
On Kathy's note, Rick loves Bengals route, and I think he had a note here too. Ireland, hold that thought 1 second. I know you were going to say something. Let me get to Rick.
Yeah, I was going to say that. What was that too? Was that which thread was that too?
Bengals blowout. That was Hashmark. It's in there. Bengals blowout, easy cover, chalk of the year. After a team plays the Niners, following a week, they get smacked again because they are so beat up and mentally broken. Look it up. Shit's crazy. 1-13 ATS after playing San Francisco.
Yeah,
wow.
I mean, that's
wow. I got some rethinking to do on this game if I'm going to put money on it.
That's an impressive stat. Rick's coming with the fucking stats.
Rick's coming with the stats. You know, and you know what? He'll give me shit for this, but I want to know what podcast he's listening to. He gives me shit for everything I listen to, and you know, it's part of my research. He ain't looking at no fucking almanac. All right. Let's go to Ireland. You got to be impressed with my words this week.
Hey, yeah, copious notes.
Oh God! All right, that game I was just talking about, the New York Giants, a team that I've been on every year, including yesterday. I was like, I got to ride them. No, you idiot, just stop. They're garbage. And I even said, I can understand why you would take the commies because the New York Giants, after they get shut down on the run, don't have anybody they can throw the ball to, and it's just true, and it's telling. But I got to go with Knott's here again. This year, for some reason, this has been the commies' role. Laying points. I'm left with no choice. I'm not going to play the game, but I lean Commanders. We'll go to Knott's here, Eddie, and then CI, and then we'll end with Rick's back here.
Yeah, everybody's going to want to be on the Giants plus here. I mean, after you know, it's a weird spot for Washington. They played the Giants, went on bye week, tied, and then now they got to come back and play them again on SNF.
that's got to be demoralizing, right? How do you even put that into your handicapping, tool set? And how often do you even use that? Teams going into a bye that
How often
tie,
does that happen?
that play the next week. I mean, it's got to be a demoralizing effort, right?
I mean,
Or
to
thought?
me, the way I'm looking at it is that they didn't play well in that game, and they had 2 weeks to think about that, 2 weeks to game plan fresh off the same team. And the Giants are just I bet on them last week. I mean, God, they're
You got to
headed in
fade
the
them.
wrong direction.
You got to fade them.
They had some magic early on in the season. I think it's all gone. They're absolute fade to me. And nobody's gonna want to lay with the Commanders here, but I'll tell you what. I mean, the Commanders are what? They're 6-1 and a tie in their last 8 games. I mean, this is a bet on team. They're playing ball. I'll lay the wood with the Commanders here. I think the world. This is even a scarier fact. I don't like public dogs. I really don't like primetime public dogs. I think the world will be on the G-Man here. Give me Washington Native American Commanders football team.
Yeah, what do you got here, Eddie? And then I'll read Rick's.
I totally see what Knox is saying, man. I mean, when you look at this, it's like you definitely want to take the Giants plus 4.5. So it's something that kind of is tricky. But I'm gonna work. I mean, until the Washington Commanders show me something, I'm gonna go Giants plus 4.5.
Yeah,
the eye rolls.
The through the 3 is
One
concerning.
straight up, they ain't showed you nothing.
Yeah,
It's 1-1. I mean, what more could they tell you, bro?
It was so the line was 2.5 for that game that they tied, and now it moved to 4.5. And they just tied, and they just played 2 weeks ago. Not really much has changed.
So 2 points for what? The demoralizing factor that they tied and didn't get the win. I mean,
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why it went up 2 points.
Because
I don't understand.
Home edge.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Home edge.
What, I missed that. I couldn't hear that. What?
Home field advantage. Just standard home field advantage. I mean, the line's really their bet. What the bookmakers are saying here is that they haven't moved the line in favor of anybody. I mean, they're giving Washington 2 points for their home field, which that's probably being a little generous.
Well, that defensive line is playing well, and Ron Rivera's what we were calling. I remember in week 3 or 4, and this goes back to the old adage: you cannot judge these teams because there's still some amount of football left. We thought he was going to get fired. He's got to adjust his coaching style. He's so old school. I don't know if he's completely changed it, but he's definitely got that team playing with some grit. And this is just ugly, man. This game, I don't even know what the fuck to do with this.
I'm gonna take the points.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't go yet. I'm gonna take the points. Plus 4.5. It's through the 3. It's more points than they had last game. I'm just gonna do that. I don't really know. I'll see how the noon games and the afternoon games go if I bet this fucking game because it's so weird to me.
You're right. It's the same game. It's the same game.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. But I just did pull this up here real quick. Against the spread, when the Giants are catching 0 to 6.5 points, they're 5-1 overall, 2-1 on the road, and then the the Commies opposite are 2-3-1, and they're 1-2-1 at home. So, no, I'll scratch that. They're 2-0 at home, getting giving as favorites inside 6.5 points. So this actually is their spot.
All right, we're going to shoot over to Monday Night Football, where everybody and their mother is going to be either freaking out or super excited heading into Christmas week. If you're going to be paying the bookie, if your money's already gone on FanDuel, the good news is for those of you who have put too much money into these accounts and can't deposit any more of your 401k money or your wife's money or your girlfriend's money or the gas bill this week, there's a new year coming up just a couple weeks away, which will allow you to put more and all of that Christmas money away into your FanDuel account. No, we're not sponsored by them. It's just the best account that I work with currently that works in the great state of Indiana. Ravens versus Packers. I'll start here.
Rams versus Packers.
I'll start over. Rams versus Packers. This one in Lambeau. Rams traveling to Green Bay. I'm on the this is a game we talked about yesterday in depth a little bit. I'm on the over 39.5, and I love Green Bay here. This is a complete just shit show, I think, for Baker and friends. And God bless him. But this almost was an alternate play for me. But everything screams Packers here. And man, I like the over. Now that I look at it, I think I'm gonna go with the under here. I don't know. I have no fucking clue anymore. I have no fucking clue. Let's go to Knots, and then we'll go to Eddie, and then CI.
Let's give Baker his flowers for last week. He and after watching him do what he did, who isn't gonna want to catch 7 in a hook with the Rams here, with the Packers? Who, I mean, if you've been betting the Packers all season, yeah, you're not happy. Account ain't looking too great.
Nope.
And this is exactly why we're going to bet the Packers, and we're going to lay the wood with them this week. Because do you really think Baker's going to just like all of a sudden he's just a new quarterback? Hell no.
Hell no.
That's probably the best performance I've ever seen out of Baker.
Well, sorry, go ahead.
You know, some of those balls weren't. I mean, they weren't that great. I mean,
well, I mean, he had 2 days to like learn.
Yeah, I know.
And yeah, some of them weren't too great because he's a mediocre QB, and he just played one of the better games I've ever seen him play. And what's he gonna do this week? He's gonna absolutely shit the bed. And that whole team, it's a weird spot for him. Coming off a big primetime win, they got to go play another big primetime game. I think when the Packers are off the bye, right, and super rested, they had. It's hard to lay points with the Packers, but that's exactly what you do in this Monday Night Football spot. No brainer.
Eddie. Yeah, I'm with you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Chris, and we'll go to Eddie.
I shouldn't have said anything, but I'm with you, Nuts. I mean, this is a fade Baker spot for me. I can't imagine him putting two games together in a fashion where he's. I just don't see it happening.
Eddie, I'm going to give Rick's pick here because this is going to be a special game for you. Rick going with that classic. Rick loves these classics, which I don't know why he just doesn't take the full game. He loves the Packers first half -4 and game. He's riding the Packers to the fucking moon. Eddie, what do you got here?
I'm with Rick too. I was actually going to mention that the Packers first half.
Yep.
Just like the Chiefs first
big
half.
one. Big one. So
we've
got a consensus. I'm the only one here on an official total. We love the Packers. Real quick. Let's go through money line dog of the week. We're still going to ISO this segment, not like before. My money line dog of the week is my Jam Soul pick, which is super rare. So I'm just going with the Bears this week and my money line dog of the week. And if there was another one out there that I had to pick, again, I think you got a lot of value there with Tampa Bay in Tampa. Let's go over to Ireland, Eddie. And then we'll end with Knots on a money line dog of the week for week 15, 2022.
I did it again last night. I was not prepared for this, and I didn't write my fucking pick down. I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess Tampa Bay. I don't even like that. I don't know.
Take your time. It was muted anyways. We'll come back. Eddie, money line dog of the week.
So my money line dog of the week is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady. He rides big.
Man, I love it. So 2 on Tampa Bay. Ricky, now it's money line dog of the week. What do you got? Fade Giselle. Wow. Still, no, we're on Giselle now. That's all done.
I said no Fade Giselle.
Exactly.
No. Giselle now? It's a chalky week for me. I don't really like a lot of dogs this week.
Well, we do have, and Rick started the new segment, chalk of the week. You have the choice to do your money line dog of the week or chalk of the week. So you can take either one.
I'll go chalk of the week. I'll go Browns.
Okay.
I like the Browns chalk of the week. That's not really super chalk, but hey.
And it's still chalk. Chalk is chalk, right? It's dusty.
Chalk.
Chalk is chalk. I also said Tampa. Another one here though, because I know Ireland's not ready. He's got the light. He's really into it. Yeah, another one you could look at here. I'm going to edit this, but let me look because I want to. I mean, wow. This is going to be either a really weird week or kind of what we expected. You could say that every week, right?
No, hold on. I do got a dog of the week. I'm gonna go.
Go ahead.
Fish. I'm gonna go fish on Saturday.
Wow.
Oh shit!
Wow.
What's that?
Wait a minute. Money line dog of the week from Knots. He's going Miami. What? Bring us back to that game, Knots. Why do you like Miami in the money line slot here? With everybody saying they can't handle the cold. Tua's never been in the cold. Tua's never used cold water in his life. He only takes hot showers. He's never been in a pool over 40 degrees. What's going on?
It's a Saturday night primetime game, and everything that you think can't happen will happen.
Right? I think what happens is the Buffalo Bills and DK, our boy DK, get frozen, and Miami shines, and the sun shines on Tua and friends. I mean, they're such a laid back team. I mean, that coach has got to be telling them, "Are you guys really like gonna lose to these guys because you don't like the weather? Like that's pussy like shit." And he's gonna probably show them a fucking Bears tape in 1985, and those guys are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, they love that guy." So
they do love that guy. I mean, the team.
The more it sounds like it's one way, you just got to be careful. I forgot Rick's pick on Sunday Night Football. He is going with the commies minus 4.5, and then his Monday night play, we already talked about it, and it's good value minus 105. Minus a half here. Oh, his money line dog of the week, his jam so lock of the week was the Cowboys minus 4. And then it looks like he hit on it. Yep, his money line. No, his chalk of the week hit San Francisco minus 4 plus 100. TikTok feed was all over the Hawks for the past 3 days. It felt very public to him. Rick cashing his chalk of the week. He's 1-1 on his chalk of the week. Brought to you in part by nobody.
That was the right call. That was the right call.
Could we have his own company sponsor his own segment and pay us? Yeah. Is that possible?
Yeah, man. Break the bank.
It only makes sense for him. Okay, as we wrap up here, we'll go to final thoughts. One of my favorite segments here. Eddie, final thoughts. First time in a long time we've all done 2 shows. I think what I learned is, holy shit, thank the Lord. And the one thing that for me personally, I think the Thursday is going to work out the best is there's just not enough shit out there up until that point. I mean, there's people putting stuff out there on Tuesday, but I think our schnick is going to stick to, we're not putting stuff out early. We want to be as close to Sunday as we can, because those are when most of the injuries are kind of out and we get an idea where this line might settle, where most of these podcasts that are recorded are on Tuesdays, and they tell you, oh, this is Tuesday, the line's going to be totally different. So you got to listen to us right now and then go get the line. So what are your final thoughts? Those were mine going into this week, and we're going back to Thursday recording. So that's all I got.
Like Nas said, I think there's a lot of chalk this week. A lot of underdogs probably won't cover. A lot of home teams are probably going to win as well. That's what I was kind of looking at. We'll see. Any given Sunday. I like the fact that we got games on Saturday. That's always fun.
Oh yeah, more NFL is better, man.
Exactly. But I'm looking forward to it, man. Hopefully the Chiefs do work and the Bears as well. So,
final thoughts, Ireland. We're going to end. And I do want to apologize, Eddie. Happy birthday, by the way. We forgot to wish you a happy 28th. Yes, youngest guy in the show, actually.
38.
28, looking good, looking clean. He was the first guy buying alcohol for us. And I told him, you're going to regret it when you get older, Eddie, because no one's going to think it's cool to be, the old guy. And now you're getting old. So it's like the reverse order, don't send him in the liquor store. They're not going to sell to that guy. He's fucking loony. I had to do this fucking last night. And I'm fucking glad you're here to do this. I'm the one who took us out and it was not good. So week 15. Ireland.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
50. What? Anyway,
Just,
anyways, all right.
like
Knots,
one unit every
Right,
fucking
right.
game or
Knots,
whatever.
take
2
us
units
out.
every
We gotta
game.
get the fuck. We gotta wrap this up here so we can get any. All right. That's all I got for week 15. Knots, let's get out of here, man. With your outfit, I love it. We gotta go to the club.
Know what time it is? Break the book. Run it.
Run it.
Hell yeah.